Welcome back to our Faceless MBTI channel, where we dive into the world of personality types without showing our faces, because let's face it, it's all about what's inside your mind. Today, we're going on a witty deep dive into the cognitive functions of MBTI. Buckle up, it's going to be a mind-bending ride. So you think you know the MBTI types? But do you know what really makes them tick? It's like knowing the ingredients of a cake, but not knowing why it tastes so good. That's where cognitive functions come in. They're the secret recipe of your personality. There are 8 cognitive functions, and each MBTI type uses 4 of them. Imagine them as a quirky family living inside your head. We have the 4 horsemen: thinking, T, feeling, F, sensing, S, and intuition, N. They are declined in their introverted I and extroverted E versions, making a total of 8. Yes, they come in pairs like salt and pepper. Each of the 16 Myers-Briggs personality types corresponds to 4 of the 8 MBTI cognitive functions, which are typically organized in stack from strongest to weakest, namely the dominant function, auxiliary function, tertiary function, and inferior function. The first function in the stack is called the dominant function, the strongest one you use so often you may not even realize you are doing it. The second function is called the auxiliary function, which assists the dominant function in conveying ideas and is also relatively strong in your personality. The third function is the tertiary function, which may be slightly underdeveloped, but does start to manifest in your type more prominently as you age. The fourth function is your inferior function, which is challenging to access and often only comes out under stress. Meet introverted thinking, or TI. It's that little voice that says, why pay someone to fix this when I can take it apart and then have no idea how to put it back together? T loves understanding systems and is always ready for a mental challenge, even if it means occasionally losing a screw, literally. Introverted thinking is a function that seeks to understand personal ideas using a deeply specified framework. Introverted thinkers are constantly mining their own thoughts in an attempt to be rational and reasonable, slowly ruling out other ideas before coming to their own firm conclusions, and they're often guarded about how they got to these conclusions. Dominant introverted thinkers are INTPs and ISTPs. Those who also have a strong affiliation for the function are ENTPs and ESTPs. Now, extroverted feeling, or FE, is the life of the party, but not for the reasons you think. FE is all about harmony and connecting with others. Think of it as your inner therapist, always ready with a box of tissues and unsolicited advice. Extroverted feeling is concerned with harmony, bringing people together, and caring. Extroverted feelers are great at reading the emotions of others. They are big empathizers, absorbing the feelings of others around them to the point that they sometimes cannot tell which feelings are their own. They easily squash and step around conflicts, and they are typically very social. Dominant extroverted feelers are ENFJs and ESFJs. Those who also have a strong affiliation for the function are INFJs and ISFJs. Introverted sensing, or PSI, is that part of you that remembers your 3rd grade teacher's birthday and the exact way your grandma makes her famous cookies. PSI is all about tradition and routine. It's like a walking, talking encyclopedia of your life's minutia. Introverted sensing is understanding the world through past precedent and experience. People who are introverted sensors thrive using routine, tradition, organization, and rules. They are often very attuned to their bodies and have specific ways of doing things that work for them in order to get the job done. They are responsible, reliable, and cautious. Dominant introverted sensors are ISTJs and ISFJs. Those who also have a strong affiliation for the function are ESTJs and ESFJs. Extroverted intuition, or NE, is your brain on creative overdrive. It's like having a mental pinball machine, bouncing from idea to idea. NE is the reason you have 47 unfinished projects and a plan to start a business selling socks for chairs. Extroverted intuition often means noticing patterns, symbols, and connections in the world that others may not see. Extroverted intuitives live for possibility, often expressing themselves through a tumble of ideas or constant external brainstorming. They may talk about many things they want to do but not ultimately follow through. For them, it's all part of the process to get to the best idea. Dominant extroverted intuitives are ENTPs and ENFPs. Those who also have a strong affiliation for the function are INFPs and INTPs. All right, let's pause for a second. We've met 4 of our cognitive function family members. Feeling overwhelmed? Don't worry. We've got 4 more to go. And trust me, they're just as entertaining. We'll have extroverted thinking, T, always making lists. Introverted feeling, Phi, the emo poet of the group. Extroverted sensing, C, ready to bungee jump at a moment's notice. And introverted intuition, Ni, who predicted you'd watch this video before you even knew it existed. But since this is a deep dive, let's meet them in more details. Say hello to extroverted thinking, or Tay. Picture someone who has their entire life organized in a spreadsheet. You know, the friend who plans a vacation with military precision and gets frustrated when the coffee line isn't moving efficiently. T is all about order, efficiency, and getting things done. Why do today what you can finish yesterday, is their motto. Extroverted thinking is outwardly conveying thoughts using logic, reason, and analysis. Extroverted thinkers are clear and concise, direct, and unmoved by emotional appeals. They are often strong orators and writers who have thoughtful, well-researched arguments and theories. Extroverted thinkers like to convince people of their thoughts and implement new ideas. Dominant extroverted thinkers are ENTJs and ESTJs. Those who also have a strong affiliation for this function are INTJs and ISTJs. Now, meet introverted feeling, or FE. This is your deep, introspective artist who feels everything intensely. They're the ones who'll spend hours picking the perfect emoticon to express their feelings in a text. FE is like your personal moral compass, always striving for authenticity and often caught in a whirlwind of existential thoughts. To be or not to be isn't just a quote for them, it's a Tuesday. Introverted feeling is a function concerned with authenticity, individualism, and values. Introverted feelers know what they believe, have a strong sense of self, and can easily identify their personal experience of emotion. They are often outspoken activists and love to help those in need. They don't have stronger feelings than others who utilize this function, but they do have more mastery over them and can put them toward change, of self, of others, of society. Dominant introverted feelers are INFPs and ISFPs. Those who also have a strong affiliation for the function are ENFPs and ESFPs. Extroverted sensing, or C, is the thrill seeker of the cognitive functions. They're the ones who say, yes, before even hearing the end of a sentence. If life is a buffet, C wants to try every dish twice. This function is all about living in the moment, seeking new experiences, and probably owning more sports equipment than a small country. C is the reason you impulsively buy concert tickets at 2 a.m. because you only live once. Extroverted sensing is using taste, touch, smell, sound, movement, and sight to easily absorb information in the physical world. As strongly observant, these people pick up on details other people do not notice, and some even have a photographic memory. They love excitement, spontaneity, new experiences, and material goods. Dominant extroverted thinkers are ESTPs and ESFPs. Those who also have a strong affiliation for this function are ISTPs and ISFPs. Finally, introverted intuition, or NI. This is your visionary dreamer, always lost in thought. NI is like having a crystal ball in your brain, constantly connecting the dots to see the bigger picture. They're the ones who predict trends before they happen and finish your sentences with eerie accuracy. NI is the friend who says, I knew you were going to say that, and actually means it. They're planning their next 5 moves in life while you're still trying to decide what to have for lunch. Introverted intuition can be described as knowing without knowing how, as well as thinking without thinking. It's the most mystical of all the MBTI functions. People with this function tend to reach conclusions without having a clear idea as to how they got there. They are wise, convicted, and always have a plan to work toward a bigger picture and seek to build and understand complex systems. Introverted intuitives are always processing in the background and regularly have aha realizations when answers simply come out of nowhere. Dominant introverted intuitives are INTJs and INFJs. Those who also have a strong affiliation for this function are ENFJs and ENTJs. Remember, understanding your cognitive functions is the key to unlocking your personality's full potential. So the next time you do something quirky, just blame it on your inner cognitive family. So, which cognitive function do you relate to the most? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fun dives into the fascinating world of MBTI personalities. And there you have it, the complete cognitive function family in all their quirky glory. They might drive you a little crazy sometimes, but without them, life would be a whole lot less colorful. It's like having a team of superheroes, each with their own special power, working together to make you, well, you.